Let's shuffle on now. We've got Dune, the Sisterhood. Now, this is the new TV series, which is in the works for Warner Bros. New streaming service, not DC streaming. And this is where a lot of people now think that Warner Bros. Is trying to fold in the DC streaming service with their Warner Bros. Streaming service, because who's going to pay for both, right? This is probably why they've cancelled the likes of Swamp Thing. But that's, again, a side video, I guess, to discuss the thoughts on all of that. Now, interestingly enough, and again, there will be people that jump out here and cry SJW and things like this. I know that. But I don't think that this is going to be that. I just feel like this is actually going to be just mining of the potential that this universe has. We're getting a movie anyway. So for those that are crying out SJW, and I guess falling under the banner of misogynist, whatever you want to say, we're getting a male-led movie, right? A feature movie, which is going to be incredibly expensive. So if people think this is unfair, it's really not. So it says, based on Frank Herbert's novel, the female-focused take will be directed by Denis Villeneuve and written by John Spates. Or Spates. I always say Spates. With respect to this, he's only doing the pilot episode. So this is kind of misinformation on the first bit there. But it says, Warner Media's forthcoming streaming service is poised to explore the world of Dune. The yet unnamed platform has handed out a straight-to-series order for Dune, the Sisterhood, a female-focused take on Frank Herbert's beloved novel. Denis Villeneuve, who wrote, produced, and directed next year's new take on Dune, will helm the pilot. John Spates will pen the script for the TV series, which hails from legendary television. Now, again, it does confirm here very specifically, so this is why I don't really see why this headline is here. It says Denis is only helming the pilot. Again, it's super important to note that. Production on the Dune feature, which hails from Legendary Entertainment and is being distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. Legendary and Warner Bros. Have a very, very successful partnership going at the moment. What with the Godzilla stuff. I think they were even involved together in Detective Pikachu, if I remember rightly. This partnership is kind of a powerhouse and is very much required when you have the likes of Disney now owning such a large portion of the market. So it's good to see. It's really, really good to see. But anyway, it began filming in March and is obviously releasing next year. The film's cast includes Timothée Chalamet and as the lead character, Paul Atreides, Rebecca Ferguson, Dave Bautista, Stellan Skarsgård. So this is the movie, which I'm really looking forward to. It's set to release November. I think Denis is the man for the movie. Genuinely the man for the movie. For a TV series, I think he would bring just astounding cinematography, but it's then who you have on board afterwards which will give this series legs and also consistency, because you really do want an air of continuity between seasons. So if someone with such a vision is helming the pilot, you need someone with an equal vision or at least the same aesthetic on board for the rest of the series, because otherwise it's going to look real bad. So Herbert's Dune novel examines a future in which humanity is spread across the galaxy to thousands of worlds, all ruled by the Padishah Emperor, the Imperium. Dune, the Sisterhood takes place in the same universe and explores the future through the eyes of a mysterious order of women, the Bene Gesserit. I've butchered that. Given abilities by their mastery of the body and the mind, the Bene Gesserit expertly weave through the feudal politics and intrigue of the Imperium, pursuing plans of their own that will ultimately lead them to the enigmatic planet Arrakis, known to its inhabitants as Dune. So, Denis has released a statement on this, and he says, the Bene Gesserit have always been fascinating to me. Focusing a series around that powerful order of women seemed not only relevant and inspiring, but a dynamic setting for the television series. I agree. I don't think, and I often will call out needless agenda pushing, but I don't think this is agenda pushing. This is such a rich universe, and these are already long established in the universe of Dune, that I think this is a good thing to explore. I am looking forward to this. I think this is good. Now, interestingly enough, It says that Warner Media's streaming service is due to launch in beta in late 2019. The platform will feature a roster of scripted originals as well as content from Warner Media's owned platforms, HBO. So anything to do with the new Game of Thrones and things like that will be on there, I'm sure. Dune is the third series in the works for the SVOD service, joining Paul Feig's comedic, we just already spoke about him, comedic anthology Love Live, starring Anna Kendrick and Ansel Elgort. And also the Gremlins animated TV series is also in the works for that. Interesting. Okay, so look, I think this is good news. But I'll hand it on over to you. What do you think? Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? Do you think this is some... I don't want to get into the agenda pushing too much, but do you think there's some agenda here? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because I genuinely think that this is a world that is rich to be mined, and I think it has untapped potential. Genuine untapped potential. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be great. And I think Denis is the man to at least, providing Warner Bros. Continue the same aesthetic, Denis is the man to establish the aesthetic. But it's also just dependent on the budget that's at hand and whether they hire someone, on board for showrunner that will actually hold a candle up to what Denis has established with the pilot episode. But like I said, I hand it on over to you. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section.